Hey there, curious minds. Have you ever stopped to think about why clocks move clockwise? It's one of those things that seems so obvious, yet the reason behind it might surprise you. Let's dive into this fascinating topic together. To understand why clocks move the way they do, we need to travel back in time. Imagine you're in ancient Egypt, around 1500 BC. The Egyptians were among the first to use sundials to measure time. Sundials, if you didn't know, are pretty simple devices. They use the shadow of a stick, known as a gnomon, to indicate the time of day. But here's the cool part. The shadow on a sundial in the northern hemisphere moves from left to right in a circular arc. This left to right movement is essentially what we now call clockwise. Why? Because centuries later, when mechanical clocks were invented in medieval Europe, the craftsmen who built them were inspired by these ancient sundials. They designed their clock hands to mimic the movement of the sundial's shadow. So, in a way, every time you look at a clock, you're seeing a little piece of ancient Egyptian history. But why does the shadow on a sundial move that way in the first place? This has to do with the Earth's rotation. Our planet spins from west to east, causing the sun to appear to travel across the sky from east to west. As the sun moves, the shadow on the sundial also shifts, creating that familiar clockwise motion. You might wonder, what if clocks had been invented in the southern hemisphere? Well, down there, sundial shadows move in the opposite direction, from right to left. So, if clocks had originated in Australia or South America, we might have seen counterclockwise clocks instead. Now, let's fast forward to today. Despite the fact that we have digital clocks and smartphones, the classic analog clock with its clockwise motion is still a universal symbol of time. It's a wonderful example of how ancient practices can influence modern-day technology and culture. So next time you check the time, take a moment to appreciate the rich history behind that simple motion. It's not just about telling time, it's a connection to our past, a tribute to the ingenuity of our ancestors. Thanks for joining me on this little journey through time. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with other curious minds. Until next time, keep questioning and keep exploring. Sunanda.